Alright, for this project we're going to do some monoprinting, which means making basically a negative and turning it into a positive. And you only get one shot with it, so it's not like normal printmaking where you can have multiples. I have the paint, I have our handy dandy watercolor pad, and if you want you can work piece of paper with piece of paper, or you can work on a piece of plastic and then have your paper, so it's up to you. I'm going to pull out 2 sheets. I'm going to do the paper on paper just to make it easier. I'm going to set one aside and we're going to deal with this one. This is very abstract, and it's very zen because you really, in this technique, you really can't control it. I'm just going to splooge some paint down in random patterns, and I picked a couple colors I thought could be interesting together, so we will find out. Might look good, it might look bad, who knows, but you don't know until you try. So I have a couple down here in this weird little pattern, and what you want to do is take your other piece of paper, and remember we had the tooth. One side has more of a tooth and one side smoother. You want the tooth side down. And I make a paint sandwich. You have 2 options. You can start blending it out with your hand like this, or if you had this from our other printmaking project, you can actually take your brayer and even it out that way. If you have access to a printing press, that's option number 3. And I got a little bit coming out the end so it does a little pattern. I'm not going to worry about that. So if you have access to a printing press, you can do that also. Lift it up, and we have a repeating print. So you can keep going and making more upon this. If you do that, let me grab another piece of paper. So grab one more piece of paper, and maybe I'm going to toss some yellow in here. And maybe a little darker blue, just to give some balance. It makes noises. A little bit of the lid bit came off. Let's just get rid of that. So we have one print, and we can turn it into another print. So it's going to be a series, basically, that shows the evolution. Smooth it with the hand, and then the brayer, if you have a brayer. And I'm just applying moderate pressure. If you apply really a lot of pressure, it has a chance that it will really spludge out like it did earlier. So just a nice, moderate, easy pressure. When you have enough, you can go ahead and open it. You can do designs on these, you can do different patterns, or you can just work non-objectively like this. But they turn out really cool and they look really nice when they hang together.